The woman begged the boyfriend she had loved for 6 years for 27 straight days, asking for only one thing, to get their marriage certificate before her dying mother passed away. But she never imagined that while he kept making excuses to put her off, he had secretly registered a marriage with his childhood sweetheart instead. And it all began when the woman's mother became critically ill. Desperate to fulfill her mother's final wish, the woman took her documents and went to her boyfriend again and again, hoping they could get married as soon as possible. But every single time, the man came up with a new excuse. One day, he said his childhood sweetheart's car had broken down and he had to pick her up. The next day, he claimed her stomach problems had returned and she needed someone to take care of her. Even when the childhood sweetheart's dog got sick, that somehow became more important than whether the woman's mother lived or died. Again and again, the woman chose to believe him, and again, she was disappointed. Until the 27th day, when she could no longer wait for the next time he kept promising, because her mother had passed away. And the man who once swore he would take care of her for the rest of her life never showed up from beginning to end. After arranging her mother's funeral, the woman returned to work, only to discover that an even greater humiliation was waiting for her. The man arrived at the company with his childhood sweetheart and announced in front of everyone that the two of them were already married. In an instant, every co-worker began looking at the woman differently. She had stayed by his side from the days when he had nothing and helped him build everything he had today, yet somehow she had suddenly become the mistress interfering in another woman's marriage. Faced with everyone's whispers and judgment, the man never explained a single word. His childhood sweetheart, now using her status as his wife, even took over the woman's desk and tore apart the design work she had spent countless hours completing. But the woman didn't argue and didn't beg anymore. She simply packed up her belongings, handed in her resignation, and went to her mother's grave to finally say goodbye to the relationship she had held onto for 6 years. Meanwhile, the man had finally completed his divorce from his childhood sweetheart. Excited, he pulled out his phone, ready to tell the woman that now he could finally marry her. But no matter how many times he called, she never answered. For the first time, the man began to panic. He rushed back to the company, only to learn that the woman had already resigned and that her mother had passed away. And just 1 hour earlier, the woman who had waited for him for 6 years had boarded a plane and left the city for good.